back for another episode of Mass Effect. We are still on Eden Prime, and we have 5 minutes to turn off all of the charges.
Longest mission ever.
No!
Yes!
Demolition charges. The Geth must have planted them.
Hurry! We need to
Thankfully,
find
this...
them and shut them down.
The dialogue, like, no shit. I don't...
No, I was gonna let the bombs run out and just see what happens. Hoping for the best.
Well, I'm glad that this bomb doesn't have, like, button prompts, because at one point in this game, you have to disarm a nuke as a side mission. You get one chance to do the button prompts.
No, I could either do that or I could get back to my ship and get off the planet. Which is what I would do.
I think you have, like, 10 seconds to do it.
Well, then I'm never going to that planet.
No, we are not going to that planet, because it's a planet of bullshit.
As most planets are.
Bunch of pansies.
Die!
You can't hit anything. You know, go back to your pistol.
I think I might. I put most of... Yeah, I did put most of my stats in pistols so far.
Yeah. Kind of why I was curious why I went with a different weapon.
Just because it fires more.
Wondering.
Caden!
I want to put all my points into pistols so I can use a shotgun.
You know what? We're leaving you there.
Bye, Caden. No, not Caden. Who's going to drive the cab? He looks like a taxi cab driver.
He kind of
I'm
does.
sorry. He just
I've never even
does.
ridden in a taxi, so I have
Really?
no basis. Yeah. I'm just gonna take your word for it.
Oh, you've never known the joy of going to a New York taxi where you got a guy who barely speaks English behind the wheel, and when you get out, you have to, like, unstick yourself in the
See,
seat.
I actually like New York cabs because because the New York cab I had was fine. The ones that I had a problem with was the ones in Cincinnati, when it's literally a guy in his, like, Cadillac that's completely coated in smoke. And he's just, yeah, get in the back of my car. I'm like, are you a cabbie? Sure.
I was in Chicago once. I had this... Listen, man, I got a caddy around the corner. I'll take you anywhere you want to go for a couple bucks. You want some girls? I know where to get some cheap. You want some drugs? I got a guy, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I got a crack cocaine habit that I need to support, so if you could please help me out. And I'm just like, dude, my bus leaves in like 20 minutes. Love to help you out. Can't do it, sorry.
That was like the woman that was on the subway who was just like, I'm pregnant and homeless, give me food. Like, didn't even ask. It was just like, she stated that. Like, it's her job for you to give her food. And she was moving, like, you know how it's illegal to move between the subway cars, but everybody does it?
Yeah.
Like, she would get on the back one and just go up.
Yeah.
And they had, like, prepared food for her because she wouldn't... I was told that they won't accept it if it's, like, opened. It has to be, like, sealed.
Yeah. Well, a buddy of mine gave me this...
Normandy, the beacon is secure. Amazing.
Told me the story. He was out in Vegas, and he had a couple guys out there begging for food. So, and you know, he felt bad. He's a good Kentucky boy. It was his first time out in Vegas, so his friend was like, all right, come with me. And they went and get a couple sandwiches for him, just generic stuff, you know, menu item. And they come back. The first guy takes a sandwich, takes a bite. He's like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. The second guy looks at it, hands it back, says, I don't like mustard.
Mustard is a very decisive condiment.
Don't stop.
No, don't touch it. It's too dangerous.
No one in their right mind would do that for their taxi driver. No one.
Trevor, are you okay?
I saved you, now take me to 5th and Madison. What if I died? I'd call your cousin. He has a cab too.
How much is the tip gonna be this time?
And just the tip. Ooh. What's her name?
Matriarch. They don't give her an actual name. Oh, wait. No, they do later.
I'm gonna call her Maddie McTitties.
Well, you're not wrong.
Those things are just hanging right out.
The funny thing is, she's supposed to be like 1,000, so she's like the noble sage, and that's how she dresses.
Oh, yeah, throw a temper tantrum. Ah!
You are so cute.
Looking at his face, it's kind of like, oh, Two-Face, where you just imagine, like, if he eats anything, it just comes out. He has, like, holes in his cheeks.
Yes, I know.
No, I know exactly what you're referring to. I was like, meh.
Yeah, I understand that aspect. I'm just
Oh,
like, you
she's
know.
floating. I don't know.
Chakras. I think she's waking up.
Wow, what a trip.
Did you spray paint my hair back on?
You're not as worried there, Shepard. How are you feeling?
Oh, boy.
Like the morning after shore leave. How long was I out?
About 15 hours. Something happened down there with the beacon, I think.
No shit.
It's
Really?
I must have triggered some kind of security field when I broached it. You had to push me out of the way.
That's a point in your license.
Better than a lieutenant. You endangered the entire mission.
Don't be so hard on him, Commander. We have no
Don't be
idea
hard on him. We
what
need to go to Vegas tomorrow.
Unfortunately, we'll never get the chance to find out.
He's the only person with a car.
A system overload, maybe.
He knows the way.
Cold. Williams and I had to carry you back here to the ship.
Not a local hospital?
He carried her back? Aw.
Listen, you're better off in this infirmary than in any hospital on Eden Prime.
Are there any hospitals left on Eden Prime?
I don't know.
But I detected some unusual brain activity.
This thing is like some kind of futuristic tampon commercial.
I noticed some unusual brain activity.
What
Insane
was-
girl, little bitch.
What was with her movement? She kind of like...
This is the
Moved out
updated
of
version. You
frame.
got that awkward guy in the background, like, what is going on? No, whatever it is, it's my fault. Please don't kill me.
Death, destruction. Nothing's really clear.
I better add this to my report. It may... Oh, Captain Anderson.
We already have insurance, Anderson.
Black Captain, Black Lips, that's how she got promoted.
It's going to be fine.
Glad to hear it. Shepard, I need to
Oh, was that too much? I'm so sorry.
He's speaking to her in private. You're not wrong.
Yeah, yeah. You want to keep that commander position? Get in
Well.
the position.
sound like that.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, looks of it, she's the only one with a decent ass.
I'll
So,
live.
I won't lie to you, Shepard. Things look bad. Nihilus is dead. The beacon was destroyed and Geth are invading.
so you fucked up.
The Council's going to want answers.
The Geth would have wiped out the whole colony if I hadn't stopped them.
I'll stand behind you and your report, Shepard. You're a damned hero in my books. That's not why I'm here. It's Sarah, that other Turian.
Oh, the other
Sarah's
Turian.
a suspect, one of the best, a living legend. But if he's working with the Geth, it means he's gone rogue.
It's not that I have bad blood with him or anything.
Sarah's trouble.
None whatsoever.
Sarah's dangerous.
Is it just me, or is there some lovers' tension between those
He didn't
two?
come to Eden Prime because he hates
You know.
humans.
They're out in the foxhole. It was a long
Sarah
night.
has
It was
allied
cold.
himself with the Geth.
Things
It's
happen.
heavily... It gets implied.
That had something to do with that.
It's implied. Homoeroticism is implied.
Beacon
Wow.
self-destructed.
Or hetero.
See anything? Any
Depending.
clue that might tell us what Saren was after?
Just before I lost consciousness, I had some kind of vision.
Is this really what you would bring up to your
A vision of what?
CO?
I saw synthetics. Geth, maybe.
Yeah, but they also assumed I was crazy anyway. So
Butchering them.
We need to report this to the Council, Shepard.
They'll think I'm crazy.
you are
Yeah.
I
crazy.
don't know what information was stored in that beacon. Lost Prothean technology, blueprint for some...
Once again, Nationwide is not on my side.
Sarah took it.
They never were.
I want my money back.
I know his reputation.
After the house.
Can't
the
see my
car.
policy.
These humans are a blight on the galaxy. This attack
He's
was
not wrong.
Yeah.
He has
Intergalactic intrigue is no excuse for not paying for my flat tire.
He won't stop until he's wiped humanity from the...
My flat levitation tire.
I'll find some way to take him down.
It's not that
I'm gonna give you an opportunity to think about what you just said.
I know.
he can go...
I'm just gonna let that percolate for a minute.
On our side.
You've not seen the Mako yet. You don't
No, I
know how
haven't.
bad cars can be.
The Mako.
Yeah.
When have they ever done
We're,
anything
we'll
for
get
humanity?
there.
Can't wait.
Saren as
It's a car that jumps.
Council will revoke
It does nothing else well.
It has a tank. It does that okay.
Finest Mexican export ever.
We should be getting close.
No, that's the third game.
Joker to bring us instant.
This is gonna be a long series.
Yes, it is.
The
The third game has another one of these brute generic characters. His entire character is that he's Hispanic.
Yay.
That's it.
Huzzah! Well, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we
Commander,
get to
I'm
it.
glad to see you're okay. Losing Jenkins was hard on the crew, and I'm glad we didn't lose you too.
Soldiers die.
Yep.
Nothing
Okay.
we could have done to save him.
No, I know that. But
He
I
was
left the
dead.
line. It's been a hell of a shakedown, guys. Our first mission ends with one Spectre killing another. This
Well, isn't that really their problem, though?
You know what that means, Caden? You're bad fucking luck, because I was doing just fine until you showed up.
Whatever's going on, the captain can handle it.
Absolutely, Commander. Anything else before we head ashore?
Keep your concerns in check. You don't want to get a
Tune up the car, fill the tank.
Aye, aye, man.
Good boy.
Sit, heal. Go to the store and fetch me some tampons.
After what happened to Jenkins, the crew could use some good news. They'll be glad to hear you're okay.
Why are you here?
You're not assigned to this ship.
Captain Anderson had me transferred to his command. Must have figured I knew what I was doing.
You have a problem with me, Chief?
You
Just
questioned
starting
my
shit.
competence through the entire mission.
Because you're fucking
Best way
incompetent.
to stop that is to show me you're confident.
Yes! Yes!
To come back to the ship with us.
You didn't. Captain Anderson.
I'm sorry if I'm saying.
No. No, fuck that.
You don't want her to be, like, insanely bipolar.
Yeah, I do.
So should we?
No.
I need to go speak with Joker.
Goodbye.
Besides,
Aw.
my experience with bipolar women, of which is extensive, she won't apologize till a few days later.
I'm wondering that. Yeah, okay, that elevator is a waste of time.
The only bipolar experience I really have was of some chick that shat in the trash can, so...
You told me about that. That's not bipolar, that's just straight up nuts.
Yeah.
That's knucking futz is what that is. That's,
Yeah.
you know...
One of these days, I will recall all of the roommate stories, but today is not that day.
Well-
yeah.
In our college, we had the serial. We'll get to that story next time on Divine Double Gaming.
Bye, guys. We'll see what Captain Anderson wants this time.